Hey guys, it's Mike at Wiltrack Construction, and we're back at our remodel over here in Palm City. I'm gonna go over today a couple of the few changes we've made since the last time we've updated you guys. To start with, last time you guys saw the kitchen, there was a wall that was still separating it. The pipes used to be here, and I told a little white lie. The sink's actually not going in the island. The sink's going over the new window we just framed, and the cooktop's gonna go in the island. So we had a little design change halfway through, but we were able to adapt and overcome. I'll bring you guys along to look at the other side of this kitchen here. There used to be one window in the kitchen, and there was actually a wall separating it to a den. So once we tore down the wall in between it, you could see two different windows, and obviously that wasn't gonna work right because they were two different sizes, they were in two different places. And if we left them, you wouldn't have any upper cabinets, so we decided to frame a window in the middle directly over the sink, so when you're doing dishes, you can enjoy the nice view of the pool and hang out with your guests while they're here when you're entertaining. We've also added an island here. This is just a wall where we're gonna use to support the cabinets. We're gonna stick the electrical inside of it, and this will be a cooktop to where now this space used to be a small piece of the living room. Now, as you can see, we've opened everything up, and now the living room's one and the same. So when you walk into the garage at this house, they used to have a different layout. They had a washer and a dryer on one side, and they had a small laundry sink on this side, and then they had a couple wire shelves, but nothing really worked well. And you could tell that that layout really probably wasn't the best option for this space. So we decided to move the washer and the dryer to this side. The washer will be here, dryer will be over here. Then we're gonna add a countertop on top. So not only will that help with storage in general, but when you pull your stuff out of the dryer, it is nice to have a place where you can fold stuff on. In addition to that, we're gonna be putting cabinets above it so you can place all your laundry detergent, your dryer sheets, and anything else you use above there, out of sight, out of mind, so when you walk in the house, it's not the first thing you see on the countertop. Then, to use the other space, we're gonna turn that into a secondary pantry off the kitchen so we can place any of the stuff you wouldn't readily use. Nowadays, it'd be more paper towels, more toilet paper, but that's just today. So moving on from the laundry room, one of the other items I wanted to touch on this project is we're gonna be changing out all the windows, all the doors into an impact rated house. So now not only are you gonna save on insurance, they're gonna save in the peace of mind. Since we do live in South Florida, we do get a lot of hurricanes, so it's one thing to do that you won't have to scramble around and try to find plywood, try to cover it up with metal, and have to work during the hectic time when you're trying to gather supplies and everything else. So one of the other things we are also doing to these windows is we're gonna end up squaring them all off, so they're gonna look a whole lot more modern and they're gonna look like they fit with the house. Right now they're ellipsed, and there's only a few of them that are that way. Some of them are square, some of them aren't, so we're trying to make everything fluid throughout this house. Since we've expanded the whole living room and the whole kitchen's all one big open space now, everything has to flow in the same way. So when we take stuff apart, we're able to learn building methods that didn't quite work the right way, or kind of see where builders didn't put their best foot forward and they didn't build anything that was gonna last much longer than what their warranty period was. We can tell in this front wall window that they didn't use any waterproofing. At the bare minimum, a lot of people use tar paper, which ends up deteriorating and turning to dust here in South Florida, or the next step up from that would be a Tyvek paper, which they didn't use in this one either. So the only thing that's waterproofing this whole front wall assembly is paint, caulk, and the window. And all three of those, if they're not perfect, which they never are, will leak and they'll cause issues like you'll see here on the underneath of this window. So the last time you guys were here, everything was green. As you can see, we took that out, we put it in the dumpster, we got rid of it, and we started the new layout that we went through to help better use the space. The tub's now gonna go here, the shower will be over here, and we changed the orientation of the toilet to make it a little more user-friendly. We've also changed the layout from split vanities on each side of the room, and we're gonna end up doing double vanity and a tower pantry on one side that'll help make the room look longer and larger. Behind me is gonna be the new master closet, which that one's gonna be a good one for you guys to check out once we get that up. So that's it for today. I went over a little further in depth of the scope of work we're doing here, a little more on what we've changed and what we plan to do, and kind of help connect the dots. You guys follow along. We'll bring you along with us next time when we give you an update in a few weeks.